Hi Ivy, it's great to see you. Thank you so much for being a part of my video today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. It's so great to be back with you. I see your hair has gotten even longer since I last saw you, so I'm excited to do a fun styling video with you today.
Okay.
Your only job is to sit back and relax.
Okay, great.
I'm going to really gently take out the hairstyle that you already have. It's a very adorable bow. Going really slowly and gently, making sure not to tug or pull at the hair. So cute. I'm just going to clip this and set this to the side. Now I do have long nails today, so I'm gonna definitely make sure to go really slowly and meticulously as not to get any hair caught under the nails. No uncomfortable pulling. Making sure you're nice and comfortable is definitely top of my priorities. Okay, lovely. Go ahead and grab a nice detangling brush. I'm going to make sure to start with the lower ends to not cause the hair any kind of stress or breakage. Just going to go really slowly and delicately. If anything ever hurts though, make sure that you let me know and I will adjust my technique. Your hair is so long and beautiful. It's so fun to just really take my time, and it's always a nice time to just let yourself take a breather and relax and let me style your hair.
I don't think I brushed it this morning. That's why it's so tangled.
Sometimes it can be nice to just have a friend to play with your hair. Like, something about having somebody else touch your hair is just so comforting and relaxing. So
Yeah.
it's nice to just sit back and relax. Now I'm moving up the length of the hair closer towards the skull. Okay, I'm just going to gently spin you around so that I'm closer to the tools over here. Okay, perfect. So the idea that I have for today is to do really cute little space buns, as well as some braids to help maintain the look. Sometimes if you have a lot of hair, it's easy for the buns to fall out, so if you go ahead and braid them at the top, it's going to help maintain that shape a lot better. That's good. You can just continue relaxing. Just going to reach forward and help part the hair. So the part line is going to be clearly visible. I'm just taking a little extra time to make sure it looks how I would like it to look. Now I'm just going to take this side and set it to the side. Okay. I'm just going to brush out the hair again and draw it up onto the side, taking care to leave out the face framing pieces so that the face is still framed. Okay, I'm really happy with how this looks. It's probably pulling a little bit on the scalp right now for you. It might be a little uncomfortable, but once we have it all pinned up,
It feels okay.
okay, good. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. Now the hardest part here is making sure that both of these buns are in an even positioning on the head. So just the way to fix that is to just take my time, not be in a rush. Make sure I have all the hair that I need. I'm actually going to start that over.
Give it a minute or so for the ambulance.
Gotcha. Just doing slight touch-ups, making sure that both of these sides are even and they're not tugging on your scalp too much. Do you feel like there's any tugging, or it's okay for now?
No, it feels good.
Okay, great. I'm going to gently rotate you just so I can go ahead and shape the face framing pieces now. Just making sure before I get braiding that there's no face framing clumps in the mixture. Okay. Just gonna take a second to appreciate how cute you look with just the pigtails. So it's giving adorable schoolgirl. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set out these little pieces that I'll be needing. So we have a few of these colored bands. I feel like this shade really matches your hair really well, so go ahead and use this one. Just gonna go ahead and start sectioning your hair off. Adding just this tiniest bit of styling product. I feel like with a lot of hair products, a little can go a long way, so I'm always pretty slight with my application. I'm just doing a 3-part braid. I'm not too worried of it looking too perfect. I feel like part of the style of this look is to have it be a little bit on the messier side, so while I am being precise, I'm not sweating over any imperfections. Just going to clip these over to the side just to have it be a little bit out of my way. And I'm just going to repeat the same process as before, adding a tiny bit of this styling product. I'm just going really slowly and gently, grabbing another one of these elastic hair bands and stretching it over the bottom of the hair. I'm taking this, just adding it over to the side. Adding this bit of the styling cream here. A little more product than I intended, so I'm just going to brush it out a slight bit. I'm going for as long as the hair allows me. To add this braid to the growing section of braids. These nails can definitely help me grab onto sections of hair, which is definitely nice and helpful. Just really taking my time, going slow and enjoying the process. I'm going to be sectioning this piece off. And have it join its buddies over here. I think we can do one more braid in this section. And to make this one a little bit tighter at the top, just to help hold the form of the whole braid here. Making sure to do this in sweeping strokes so that it doesn't get tangled up at the bottom. Perfect. Okay, now it's time to let these down and see what they look like. Okay. Separate a little bit of the hair. I got it all clumped together. Overall, I'm really happy with how it's looking. I'm going to go ahead and set this piece aside while I braid the opposite side. I'm just going to rotate you a tiny bit. I'm going to go ahead and brush through this section really quick. Go ahead and apply the product to the whole thing. After some experimenting with the other side, I feel like this is a bit of an easier solution to keep the hair together. Okay. Start with the top section of hair here and just slowly, gently braid down. I feel like with the other side, I started more on this side of the ponytail as opposed to the top, so I'm eager to see what the difference looks like between the two final products. I don't think it's going to matter too much because we are going to be making those buns, so you're not going to be able to see the fine details anyway. But it's just nice to know for observation. Okay. I'm just going to gently lay this over the other braided section. Again, as I'm grabbing this piece, I'm going to try and do more of a top to bottom as opposed from right to left strategy with the braiding. This section of the hair, I just take 2 fingers and pull through so that the hair separates into these 3 strands. As I'm braiding, I'm just pulling the strands apart and rotating which side I gently lay over the middle section to form this nice braided pattern. This is a pretty simple braid, but when utilized with a cute hairdo like the space buns, it can really make something simple shine and look pretty extraordinary. Gently laying these pieces over to give us a little more room. We'll do 2 more sections here. Alrighty, Ivy, I'm just going to put this over here into our last little clump section. Right. Now I'm going to go ahead and zoom out the camera a bit so I can show you all the progress we have so far. Okay, now we have our little space buns with our individual braids here. Now, I feel like there's a few different ways to do this. We can just simply begin by wrapping them around each other like so. Or we could always braid the braids together into a mega braid and then kind of wrap it around that way. I think I'm going to try the mega braid option first and see how that looks and then kind of go from there. So I'm just going to go ahead and reach across and grab just 2 more of these little bands. I'm going to go ahead and separate these 3 sections of braid that I am then braiding together into what can only be known as the mega braid. Now I can use another one of these to tie this mega braid together. might need a bobby bear too. So I have these guys on standby. Now I'm just going to begin to weave the braid around. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely a fan of what is happening. This is looking so cute. I'm excited to show you. I feel like it's a little hard for the wearer to appreciate because a lot is happening in the back, but we'll pull out a mirror so that you can appreciate all of the good things that are happening here. Okay. I'm gonna angle you. Sorry, I'm tying you this way. Grab one of these at the ready. I'll take this hair tie and tie the end of the mega braid on this side. Okay, plump it up a little bit at the top. And just like the other side, begin wrapping around. I think it just looks so cute. I feel like it's giving Disney World, like a cute Disney World hairstyle. Okay, now I'm just going to do some finishing touches. Grab a second bobby pin for this side. Okay, gonna do a little rearranging to make these look a tiny bit more even. And I'm also going to go ahead and use some of this wax. Just going to be gently but generously applying some wax. Well, the buns, I'm totally happy to have them be a little bit messy. I'm going to make sure that the sides are a little bit cleaned up to just balance the look out. Back to the waxing. Make sure to get the face framing pieces out in front a little bit for their time to shine. rotate you tiny bit to do the same thing over here. Now I think we might need a little more. Brush a tiny bit for some slight shaping. Slowly wheel you around to the front. Just gently taking these side bangs, just giving them a little zhuzh. I'm really happy with how this is looking. I'm just going to do a slight little zhuzh of some hairspray. Alright, Ivy, you are literally glowing. I am going to grab a mirror so I can show you your final look.
Okay, thank you.
Alrighty, Ivy, here's a little screen of what the camera is seeing. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn you so you can see on the monitor what the back is looking like here. I think it is so cute. It's giving like Disney princess, like...
That is really cute.
It is like out of your face, but also really shows off all your hair.
Yeah, I love it. This is really cute.
Yeah, I think you look adorable. Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too.
Bye. Hello Sydney, welcome in today. It's great to see you again. I definitely have a fun new treatment that I'm going to be doing for you today. It's going to be the first time I've offered this service before, so I'm excited to have it performed on you. I have a head massage, a head and upper body massage that I'm really excited to test my skills on. I know you've been working a lot of really long hours lately and could really just use some personal care and pampering. So I'm definitely here to provide that to you today. Your only job is to sit there and relax, and I'll go ahead and get started. My first job is to go ahead and tie your hair back. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab this brush. Just really gently brush the hair back. Just drawing the strands back. making sure to gather most of the hair, or as much hair as I'm able to gather. Put this claw clip right here. Okay, how does that feel, Sydney?
It's good.
Does it feel pretty secure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. I'm just going to go ahead and start by getting you adjusted to my touch. Have you been experiencing any tenderness in your neck and shoulders lately?
That's where I hold all my tension.
Me too, I feel you. This is going to be a very soothing massage today. I'm probably going to get a little bit of oil on this tank top if that's okay. I'll try my best to avoid it. But I want to really be able to get into the muscles here and help you release some of that tension. I'm going to go ahead and start there just to help the body kind of relax. I'm just going to be doing a chopping motion here. Nothing I do today should hurt, but definitely let me know if it does and I will adjust my technique. I'm going to go ahead and use this eucalyptus mint massage oil. I'm just going to gently pump it into my palm here and then rub it in with my hands. I'm going to go ahead and start on the area of tension. Go ahead and focus on this left side here. Okay, I can definitely feel some knots over here. I'm just going to gently massage those out. It can be a little bit uncomfortable as the muscles shift, but I'm just applying a moderate amount of pressure. Definitely a way to release tension in the body as well as through our breath. So if you ever feel the need to inhale and exhale, definitely lean into that urge. Get a little bit more of our eucalyptus mint here. Use my knuckles here to help apply some pressure. continue down along the collarbone as well. Gently rolling the skin and the muscles underneath it. Pretty nice release of that pressure. I'm going to move on to a slightly gentler touch here. I'm just going to go ahead and press along the throat here for some lymph node drainage. Now I'm going to move on to the right side. Are you right-handed or left-handed?
Right.
Okay, great. That's what I suspected from just the way that the tension is carried in the shoulder. You can tell there's a little bit more consistent use here. I'm just going to be repeating the same technique that I did on the other side. Just drop a tiny bit. Does this hurt at all?
Feels really good.
Great. You can go ahead and tip your head to your left ear to your left shoulder, allowing for a little bit more elongation here. You can go ahead and repeat that on the opposite side here. Great. Okay, now you can go ahead and rest your head center. I'm going to focus a little bit more on this side now. And just really gently grabbing and pulling the skin. Try the technique I used earlier now that the muscles are a little bit more relaxed. Move down to massaging the collarbone area. use a little bit more oil here. Using this on the arms, doing just an upper arm massage here. Oil just to help my hands glide a little bit more smoothly. Okay, I'm going to ask you to hand me your right hand. I'm just going to go ahead and gently draw your hand up. And use a little more oil here. Palm over here. You can let this hand rest at your side. You can do the same thing with this hand. Turn your palm over. Okay, great. Now you can go ahead and relax. I'm just going to use a tool here to help me massage the shoulder area. Gently move these back here. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Okay, I'm going to gently move these back. Now I'm going to go ahead and move on to the face area. My hands are pretty oily here, so I'm just going to go ahead and wash them, and then I'll be right back. Okay. Alrighty, Sydney, I'm just going to take your hair out of the claw clip here for this head massage. I'm just going to go ahead and use my fingers and just relax. And some tapping therapy to help relax the nervous system. I'm going to gently use my palm to massage along the face, including our temple area here. I'm going to be running my hands along the jaw to help with any lymphatic drainage. I'm going to be doing some hair pulling. concludes our 20-minute upper body head and shoulder massage today. How are you feeling?
I feel so refreshed. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming in. I had so much fun helping to relieve your stress. I'll have to see you again soon. Thank you. Hi Katie, welcome in today. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Awesome. I'm doing really good. Thank you for asking. I'm so happy to have you in today. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different for your makeup look today. I know it's a very frigid winter out there right now, as you can hear outside, so I decided to enter us into a makeup competition. It's going to be spring themed, so trying to add some bloom into this winter.
Absolutely.
I have like a very basic idea of what I'm going to do, but I'm just going to kind of go along with it and let my creative whims drive this experience. So all you have to do is sit back and relax. I'm going to go ahead and put on some gloves just to help prevent any smearing of the artwork today. I'm going to go ahead and have you face this way. I'm just going to make some small adjustments. Taking a look at the face here, seeing the symmetry that we have. I know we've done makeup videos before, so I have a pretty good idea of how your proportions are to one another, what complements your beautiful face. I do have a few stencils here, a little bit of glitter, so we will get to those elements in a little bit. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and start. My first idea for this earth-based piece is to have some flowers on the cheeks. So I'm going to go ahead and start by adding some flower petals. I'm going to dip my brush into the water. I'm going to go ahead and hold this up to your face to show everyone the palette that I'm working with today. I really, as I'm taking a look at the camera here, I love the way that these blues and greens complement your eyes and your hair, and as well as the nice earthy top that you have today. Go ahead and dab the paint into the brush. It's important to have a base of color, but the amount of water that you add into the swatch dictates the pigment. So I haven't worked with this a ton yet, so I'm just going to kind of experiment. The nice thing about nature is that it is rarely symmetrical. Perfection is in the imperfect, so I'm not too worried about making things even. It's like Bob Ross said, it can be a happy little accident, like a happy little cloud. With this part, I am going to try and have some facial symmetry, so I'm going to go ahead and move you over here. Try a different shape this time, something more rounded. This one's a little bit smaller. Just tenderly dipping the brush back into the pigment, using nice rounding motions. Perfect. I love the way that pigment shows up on the skin. I'm going to go ahead and clean this brush off. I'm going to put this brush to the side for now. And switch to a brush with a finer tip selection here. I really love lavender, so I'm going to go ahead and try and make some lavender stalks. When I think of lavender, it's a little vine, a vine-esque like shape, with little dots of purple going up. I'm going to add a little bit less water to get a finer shade. More pigmented shade here. And one more along the jawline. Great. I'm going to add a little bit more water and gently turn the face. I'm going to try a slightly different pattern this time. More of a winding pattern. Yeah, this side is definitely looking a little more to the vision. This is the first try side and this is the second try side. Just some color up to here as well. Okay. I'm going to clean that off and add a darker shade of purple for some contrast. One of the comments, the critiques that I got in one of my previous videos was talking about how some of the purples meant to be fun and bright ended up looking a little bit like bruising. So I'm going to try a different strategy this time and make it hopefully clearer.
Don't bruise me, girl.
We're going for flowers, not bruising. And my idea to combat that is to have these flowers have like green vines. Very bright green. Turn your face a little bit more. Okay. I really like how this is turning out so far. I'm going to use a little bit of reds in here as well, just to create a new shape. I'm going to put this palette down and get a little bit more specific here. Okay, I'm going to turn your head a little bit just so the camera can see this a little bit clearer, and go ahead and do one more. Okay. Go ahead and turn your face again. Now for this strategy, I'm just really gently moving the brush, simple circular motions, crisscrossing each other for a nice natural looking shape. Okay. Really liking how those are turning out. I'm going to be using the same brush just to fill in these colors and add a little pop of orange. And really gently and slowly kind of just filling in the outlines, almost like a coloring book that I created. Turn your head again for me here. Try and be careful not to use too much water or else it will overpower the lines that I already have. Okay, I really love how it's coming out. Now that our first flowers have dried a little more, go ahead and add some centers. Right. Great. I'm going to actually have you pass me that Kleenex right there. Thank you so much. I'm going to try out the tip of this brush. I'm going to add a little bit of a darker blue. This is a lot darker of a blue, so I'm going to try and not go too crazy. Actually, you can't even see it. Let me add a little more. Just a little bit of shaping. Actually, I think I need to wait for it to dry a little more, so I'm going to go ahead and do that and switch gears to some whites.
Feels really good on my skin. Feels
Yay.
cool and tingly.
Okay. Yeah, that's always what we're going for. Just gonna add a little bit of dots to the lavender, kind of like a fairy glow, and a little bit around as well. Just kind of letting the creativity flow. And gently angle your face again. At the end of this video, we can ask people which side is the favorite, like the left side or the right side. Okay. Yeah, they're looking very different in really good ways, so I have favorites on each side right now. Now I'm going to go ahead and create these vines. My idea is that they're kind of coming up from your lips here. So we'll see. Great. Add some little leaves, some little green peeking through on the lavender. I'm gonna have you turn your face a little bit more to this side. Okay, I'm going to have these flowers. Also have some stems. But very loose, very unserious stems. Very casual, whimsy stems. I'm just going to add some leaves. I love the way that that's turning out. Add a little bit of lighter green to some of these leaves here. I'm going to gently turn your face. I'm just going to line your lips. Great. If you just want to gently part your lips, I'm just going to use my unused brush here. Just really gently fill in the upper lip. This is non-toxic, so don't worry about what it's doing. It's safe. It's safe. Got this on purpose. This is for children, so I understand why.
It's okay.
The need for
Probably
caution.
had absinthe more toxic than this.
Okay, perfect. And I'm going to dry off this brush here. And do the exact same thing I was doing on the opposite side. Okay. Very slightly. I like how the sides are not perfectly symmetrical. It makes it really visually interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Here, a little bit of the green poking through for the lavender, so it's not looking too bruisey. I'm gonna add a little bit more of these light colored leaves. Great. Appreciate you trusting me with the creative vision of this project.
Absolutely.
Actually, ask you to have me a little tissue, please. Perfect. Thank you. Really loving how it's turning out so far. As I look at it in the camera, you can definitely see the finer details.
I'm excited to see it.
Me too. I'm going to go ahead and switch gears a tiny bit. I'm going to go ahead and use this earthy brown to line your lower lip. And just really gently adding on the color. And be careful not to accidentally get any in the mouth. But just adding this nice earthiness. Perfect. Nice. And go ahead and even this out a tiny bit. Have a little blendy moment here. I'm going to have you not put your lips together just to let that top dry a little bit. Now my vision here is to have it be like this is the soil. So I'm going to add a little bit on the corner of your mouth here. Go ahead, if you open a little wider, just going to dab it a little bit, make sure it does not accidentally get in your mouth. Okay, I can close your mouth. Okay. Now I'm going to have it be like the roots of the flowers are like coming down, so it's like Mother Earthy. I don't really know what roots look like off the top of my head, so I'm just going to go off the generic idea of what a root looks like. It's looking like roots. It's looking like roots.
Good,
I'm proud of
good.
myself here. Okay. See, the vision is visioning.
Nice.
I'm going to tie tie in this earthy color with your eyebrows. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this eyebrow first. I'm just gonna, I know your eyebrows are naturally pretty dark, which is good. We're just gonna blend it with the brown here. Perfect. I like how it's blending together. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and use this other side here. Okay. Just gonna add a little bit more detail and wipe a little bit of this excess off. Great. Now I'm going to go ahead and switch gears a tiny bit. I'm going to be swapping over to some eyeshadow. It's going to be a really simple, easy job here. I want to go ahead and tie in with the blues of these flowers, almost like the sky. So I'm just going to go ahead and feather this blue in. Really gently, nice and easy. I'm doing the left eye first, adding a little bit of extra pigment to the corners of the eyes, and allowing this to kind of sweep out a little bit. I'm going to be doing the opposite eye. Close it one more time for me. I really like how this blue really ties everything together. I'm going to switch over to a little bit of a more sparkly shade. Sorry, I'm going to have to close for just a second. To the inner corner. And then the other side as well. Yeah. Okay, I love it. You look so good. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to actually use one of the fun stencils that I have here, because why wouldn't I do that? Now there is a rose and a butterfly, or like a fun creature. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to figure out which would go best with the theme. I'm like, do I want a little squirrel sitting on your eyebrow? Actually, yes, I say that. That does sound very appealing. You do. And the storms are raging out there. Go ahead and apply this. Never used one of these stencils before. Actually, as I look, I realize this needs to be a little bit lower if it's going to be properly sitting on your eyebrow. Switch gears back to this side over here. I'm going to add a little bit of water back to this brown base. Perfect. I want you to hold still, just like that. Oh my God, he's coming to life. Just applying a nice thin base coat of brown, and add a little bit of water to make it a little bit easier. I'm gonna give him some fun colors. I think I'm actually just gonna try and use a darker shade of brown for the tail, if this color will allow me to kind of mix it in. Yeah. I actually have black squirrels by my house, so I'm gonna pay some homage to that. And
Absolutely.
have the squirrel have a little bit of a black tail here. Kind of afraid it won't turn up if it's not a little darker, so I'm just gonna go for it. Switch brushes here. For a little bit of a creamy color for his little tum-tum. His little paw and his little snoot. Maybe a little bit of a darker red for the back. And add some more water. Yeah. He's a red squirrel with a black tail. He's very unique. Now, I'm going to add a little baby eyeball. Very carefully, because this could go bad really fast. Yay. Okay, moment of truth here. Peeling from the top is going to be a little better result here. Oh my god, it looks so cute.
Just a little guy.
He's just a little guy. He came a little bit outside of the lines, but I don't think it will be a hard fix. I'm just going to ask you to hand me one more Kleenex. And since water dilutes this paint, I'm just going to add water to the bits I want to erase and hope that this works. Oh yeah, it is. Kind of. He's just a little squirrel. Okay. Now I'm going to try to freehand him a friend on this side. Not a squirrel, but I was thinking a calico cat would be cute. Kind of ambitious, so we will see. Okay. Now have you angle your face actually just a little bit this way. Thinking. Wait. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. I don't think the scale is going to be quite accurate, but I'm not stressing about that. I'm going to add the little kitty ears to a little kitty head. It's like, my inspo was, remember that one like viral game? It was like about the cats. I'm pretty sure it was called Neko Atsume, when you like collected the cats. It was definitely an obsession back in the day.
I'll have to look that up.
It's very cute. Basically, the cats are just very lazy and you're supposed to collect them. And that's everything I really want in a cat. So I'm going to have a little chubby tail. And he's just going to be watching the squirrel friend. They're friends, though. There's no threat of eating today. He's going to be tangling a little lazy paw right over your eyebrow. And I'm going to go back in with this white color. Filling in the lines that I've already created. I like how strong this white is. Okay, now to give this kitty some colors. I'm gonna like add some like koi fish, like some very orangey orange. Now for some brown. Looking very cute so far.
I'm so excited to see.
I am excited to show it to you. Great. Oh man, you look so adorable.
So great.
Okay, I'm gonna sculpt this tip a little bit of this brush here to try and make as specific as an eyeball as I can. Okay. Oops. Very carefully. So sorry, I'm just gonna rest my hand on your face. He's a very jovial cat. Add some more whiskers on this side. And add a little bit of outline here just to give him a little bit more definition. Add some little shadows here. Oh my gosh, he turned out so good. He turned out so good. Okay. And add a little bit more details to our squirrel. And turn your head this way. The cat renewed my ability to freehand this, so perfect. And then I'm just gonna set this aside. Switch back over to our powders. I'm gonna switch this blue out for a little bit of fun green here, just to add some little whimsy feelings of nature, like there are two friends sitting in the leaves of the trees. Use a brush tapping technique to kind of create a little definition here and there, but to create the look of some foliage here. Maybe doing it just a little bit perfect. And add a tiny bit of blue in between just to kind of look like a little hint of sky. It's definitely looking like a fun collage. You look amazing. I'm trying to think. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of definition to tie a little bit of this together. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of brown just to make it kind of look like these are the branches of a tree. And our two little jovial friends are just enjoying themselves in each other's company. This would be like a branch. Okay. Normally I would try and do some more eye detail, but there's a lot happening here and I don't want to overwhelm anything. So I'm just going to have you close your eyes. I'm going to add a little bit of white specks here. To add to the jovialness of the whole piece. To kind of have a color that ties everything in together. Have a little trail of white as well, almost like stars just peeking out in the sky. Maybe birds. I'm going to have you close your eyes again for me. Okay, I'm just going to go and add little details here and there. And turn your cheek a little bit more to the left. Okay. And we are almost wrapping up here. I'm looking for little glitter. Oh, here we go. Alrighty, Katie, I'm gonna have you face this way just so I can try and see what would best match here. You know, I'm kind of thinking like what do you call this piercing? Like on the lip. Yeah. I'm thinking like really gently adding this little green heart. Okay, it's a little crooked. Let me fix that. Okay, I think you look badass and awesome. Okay, I am gonna go ahead. Oh well. Okay, I'm gonna swap this out with a different one. Maybe this bigger one will be better.
You need a jewel on my lip now.
I'm gonna jewel you up, girl. Gonna try this bigger jewel. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna have you stand up and I'm gonna show you the final product. I'm so excited. So Katie, I have a little monitor in my hands to show you what the camera is seeing. So I'm gonna like have you hold this.
I feel like a mermaid warrior.
Literally, you can turn your head here and see there's your little calico cat friend reaching a little paw out. You have these flowers coming out from the lips here. We have like a whole root system. We have the squirrel in this corner. We have like lavender.
I love this. I love this.
I think you look amazing.
You're hardcore good at this. You really
Thank you. I'm very proud of my work here. So thank you for being my gorgeous model, and we are gonna win that competition.
Anytime. I know we're gonna win.
Yay! Yay! Hi Sydney, welcome in today. How are you feeling?
Doing well, thank you.
I know I've heard some reports that your scalp has been bothering you lately. If you could just go ahead and tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, I've just been having some problems with like an itchy scalp. I think it's dry from the winter and such.
That makes sense. I feel like a lot of people experience a dry scalp this time of year. Have you tried any kind of specialized shampoo to treat this?
I use like a hydrating shampoo and I tried doing like hair oil, but I haven't really seen any results.
Okay, it's probably sourced with the skin of the scalp then, as opposed to a treatment product that could help to relieve the symptoms. That's definitely something that we can go ahead and take a look into today. When did you first start noticing this problem?
It's probably been like a week and a half, so like 10 days.
Okay. That is definitely something that we can work with today. I'm just going to go ahead and start by taking a look at the scalp. I'm just going to first ask you to lift your head up. I'm going to go ahead, fan some of your hair back here. Perfect. Go ahead and go back down. Go ahead and put on some gloves for our examination today. Alright, just go ahead and relax. I'm just going to go ahead and run my fingers through the hair. My light here to take a look at the scalp. Looking for any signs of excess irritation. Any signs of any outside causes such as lice or mites. I don't see any signs of any bugs. There's no lice or any kind of mite or tick, so that's a good sign. I am noticing just some general redness, flakiness, inflammation. Just going to continue to take a look around the scalp. Make sure there's no sores or any kind of oozing. Some areas where the hair follicles look to have a minor infection, which can be caused from excessive sweatiness if you're working out a lot in the winter, or just general dryness in this winter climate right now. I'm going to just go ahead and take a look at the underside of the scalp. I'm going to go ahead and have you flip upside down so I can take a look at the base of the scalp. Alright, Sydney, is this comfortable for you?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, great. I'm just going to brush this hair a little bit to the side just so I have a little bit easier access to the scalp. I'm going to be taking a look at the scalp closer to the neck. me. I do see a little bit of flakage in the hair. It's definitely not uncommon this time of year, but definitely something I do want to go ahead and take a further look at. I'm going to go ahead and collect some samples just to make sure it's not anything more concerning. You can go ahead and rest easy. I'm just going to slowly scrape off some flakes with this comb and put it into my little dish over here so that we can send it off to the lab. You can just go ahead and continue to relax. I'm going to go ahead and move to the last bit of sectioning here, closer to the top of the skull. thread these two sticks through the scalp to collect any oils, any flakes. Dip in place into our test tube and send off for testing. Making sure to get all the hard to reach places as well, like the back of the ears and the harder to reach places along the scalp. I think that is definitely a good enough sample there. Just gonna go ahead and set these to the test tubes to send them off to the lab. Now I'm going to just go ahead and test the structural integrity of the hair follicles and the skull, making sure that there's no damage to the skull anywhere. I'm just going to go around and gently tap my hammer onto my two fingers here. It shouldn't cause you any pain or discomfort, but definitely let me know if it does. Definitely feeling structurally sound, which is definitely a good sign. I'm going to go ahead and take some measurements just to make sure everything is symmetrical on both sides as well. is measuring pretty symmetrical, which is good. I'm going to go ahead and do a sensations test on you today. So the first sensation test that we're going to be doing today is sharp or dull. I know it can be a little bit tricky to feel the difference between these on the scalp, but just do your best to make it easier to feel. I'm going to go ahead and try and do these along the part. I'm going to try and part the hair as I go, so it's a little bit easier to feel. This is what sharp is going to feel like, and this is what dull is going to feel like. Do you notice the difference between those two sensations?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Sharp.
Great.
Sharp.
Lovely.
Dull.
Great.
Dull.
Great.
Dull.
Great.
Sharp.
Perfect.
Dull. Dull. Sharp. Sharp. Dull. Sharp. Sharp. Dull. Sharp. Dull. Sharp. 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 Dull. 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 Sharp. Dull. Dull. Sharp. 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 Dull. Dull. Sharp. Dull.
You did really well with that safety, which is definitely a really good sign. We're going to be moving on to another sensory test. This one is going to be warm or cold. I have a cold surface here with me, this water globe. This is what cold is going to feel like. And this is what warm is going to feel like with my fingers here. Do you notice the difference between those two sensations?
Yes.
Okay, great. You can go ahead and begin.
Cold. Warm. Cold. Cold. Warm. 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 Cold. 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 Warm. Cold. 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 Warm. 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 Cold. 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 Warm. 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 Cold. 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 Warm. 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 Cold. Cold.
Great. Now we're going to be doing one more sensory test. I'm going to be dragging a small brush along your scalp. I want you to let me know if you feel that sensation repeat 1 time, 2 times, or 3 times. You can just go ahead and say 1, 2, or 3. This is an example of what 1 will be like. This is an example of what 2 will be like. And this is an example of what 3 will be like. Do you notice the difference between those sensations?
Yes. One. 2. 3. 1. 1. 1. 3. 3, 2, 1. 2, 3.
Okay, lovely. Definitely passed all of these with flying colors today, Sydney, which is definitely a really good sign that this isn't anything more serious. I do want to continue to do some treatments today. I'm going to have you come in for some follow-up tests in around a week, but as far as our appointment today goes, I'm going to be applying some soothing remedies to definitely alleviate some of your discomfort in the time being. You can go ahead and relax. Okay, Sydney, you do have this rosemary oil essence. This promotes hair growth as well as healthy hair maintenance. I'm going to go ahead and drop a few drops of these into the scalp. There we go. I'm going to just gently massage that in with my fingers here. I'm going to be gently soothing the hair with this sensory brush here that I've gone ahead and loaded up with some product. The intention of the product is just to soothe the itchiness that you've been experiencing and to provide some relief. Sydney. That concludes our treatment for today. Thank you so much for coming in today, and I'll see you next week. Thank you. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you for coming into the clinic today. My name is Dr. C. I'm going to be taking care of you today. I know that we have a little bit of dizziness that you mentioned. I'm just going to go ahead and pull up the chart here. Just need to grab a pen if you just want to hold tight for just a second. Alrighty, Elizabeth, I'm just going to go ahead and have you verify your date of birth for me.
Sure, it's April 20th.
And what's the year?
1993.
Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to have you tell me a little bit about the dizziness and what's been bothering you.
Yeah, I've just been feeling really dizzy lately, like especially when I stand up after I've been like sitting or laying down for a while.
And how long have you been noticing this going on for?
Maybe like a month or two.
Okay. Have you tried any like Tylenol, ibuprofen, anything?
I haven't, no.
Okay. Do you notice that anything you does, and is there anything that you do that improves the dizziness at all? Like if you lay down a little bit more or rest up, does it improve at all?
Yeah, resting usually does help.
Gotcha. Alrighty, I think we're going to go ahead and conduct a cranial nerve exam today just to rule out any sensory issues or anything obviously wrong. Before we get into that though, I'm just going to go ahead and update your new patient chart here by asking you a few basic questions.
Okay.
Have you had any major surgeries in the last year?
No.
Okay. Have you been on any new medication in the last year?
Nope.
Have you had any new allergies in the last year?
Nope.
Have you been out of the country in the last 6 months?
No.
Okay, so now that your chart is up to date, I am going to go ahead and begin our exam today. You can just go ahead and relax. I'm just going to start by putting on my gloves here. Okay. Go ahead and take your temperature. You can just relax. I'm just going to hold this up to the forehead. Okay, we have 98.2. That's good. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do our blood pressure test. Is the left arm okay?
Sure.
Great. Go ahead and just relax. I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this around. I'm going to ask you to uncross your legs for me, please. Alrighty. Go ahead and relax. Your blood pressure is in the normal ranges today, which is a good sign. I'm just going to go ahead and slide this off here and set this to the side. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do some listening to your heart. I'm just going to push some of your hair to the side for now and go ahead and just breathe normally. Everything's sounding normal. I'm going to listen to your lungs now. Go ahead and take a deep breath in and out. Again, please. In and out. 2 more times. In and out. Great. And then 1 more time. In and out. Great. The lungs are sounding clear, which is definitely a good sign. Vitals are looking normal. We're just going to check your oxygenation really quick. Go ahead, yep, and put your finger in here. Great. Just going to give that a second to calculate. Great. Perfect. We have normal readings for oxygenation today. Okay, set this to the side. Mark this here on your chart. Alright, Elizabeth, you can go ahead and close your eyes. I'm just going to go ahead and gently palpate the face. I'm feeling for any signs of swollen lymph nodes, any lumps or masses, bumps. I'll take a look at the scalp as well. Just feeling the head. Doesn't seem like there's anything to be concerned about today. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at your ears now. I'm going to have you turn your chin to the right so I can take a look in the ear canal. Great. No signs of excessive wax or any redness, discharge, or swelling. Everything's looking pretty healthy in there. I'm going to have you turn to your other side. Take a look in the other ear. Same situation over here. Everything is looking healthy. It's operating as it should. I'm going to be conducting a few different hearing tests for now. I'm going to have you close your eyes. You're going to hear a sound on your right side or your left side or both. I want you to go ahead and tell me which side you hear that on, or if it's both, you can say both.
Left side. Right. Both. Left. Left. Right. Left. Both. Right. Right. Left. 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 Right. Left. Both. Right. Right. Left. Both.
Great. I'm going to set these aside. It's going to be the same thing, but I'm going to be snapping my fingers, a slightly more subtle sound.
Left. Right. Both. Left. Left. Right. Right. Both.
Great. Definitely sounds like the hearing is functioning properly, as it should. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the nose. If you just want to tilt your head back for me, I'm just going to go ahead and look into both nostrils. Everything is looking clear. No signs of any redness, discharge, or swelling. Nothing to be concerned about. I am going to go ahead and conduct a few smelling tests for you here. I'm just going to go ahead and hold up this vial. You're going to close your eyes and inhale when I tell you to, and you're going to tell me what the smell is. Inhale.
Peppermint.
Great. We're going to be doing the same thing, but I'm going to ask you to plug your right nostril with your hand. I'm just going to spray this substance and then have you inhale. And inhale. And what is it that you smell?
Is that tea tree?
Yep. Great. One more. I'm going to have you plug your opposite nostril now. Okay, and inhale.
Vanilla?
Yes. Great. Alrighty. I'm going to be taking a look inside of your mouth now. Alright, Elizabeth, go ahead and hold out your tongue and say ah.
Ah.
Okay. No signs of any redness or swelling. Do you notice any discomfort in the mouth area at all?
No.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to set these to the side. I'm going to have you close your eyes and hold out your tongue. And I'm going to go ahead and drop a little bit of this substance onto your tongue, and you're going to tell me what that tastes like. Okay. Okay, go ahead and stick your tongue out. And there.
Lemon?
Yes. Okay. We're going to do the same thing again. Okay, hold your tongue out, and there.
Mint?
Great. Okay. Everything is looking pretty good so far. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at your eyes. I'm just going to have you look right here at my nose. Yep. Yes. Okay, the pupils are round and reactive to light. Go ahead and just test how your eyes are feeling. With your right hand here, I'm going to have you extend this chart. Perfect. And with your left hand, you're going to go ahead and cover your left eye. I'm going to ask you to read. I'm going to have you read this row starting from the left and moving towards the right.
Okay. D, H, J, B, S.
Great. And what is this row starting from the right and moving towards the left?
J, H, D, F, C.
Great. And what is this letter?
E.
And what is this row starting from the left and moving to the right?
O, L, C, F.
And what is this color?
Green.
And what is this color?
Red.
Great. Now we're going to swap hand and eye. Great. I'm going to have you read this row starting from the left and moving towards the right.
L, T, F, P, H.
Great. I'm going to have you read this row starting from the right and moving towards the left.
H, P, F.
And what is this letter?
T.
What is this letter?
L.
I'm going to have you read this row starting from the left and moving towards the right.
C, F, D, H, J.
And what color is this?
Red.
What color is this?
Green.
Great. I'm going to set this to the side for now. I'm going to go ahead and conduct a test to see your range of motion in your eyes. I want you to keep your head still, straight, staring at me, and moving only your eyes. You're going to follow my two fingertips here, okay? Perfect. Now I'm going to go ahead and conduct a color test here. Give me 1 second to grab those tools. I'm going to have you cover your right eye, and I'm going to ask you a series of color questions. What color is this?
Yellow.
What color is this?
Blue.
What color is this?
Green.
What color is this?
Red. Pink.
Yeah, that's interchangeable. It's fine. What color is this?
Yellow.
Now I'm going to have you swap your eye. What color is this?
Kind of a yellowy orange.
What color is this?
Green.
What color is this?
Blue.
And what color is this?
Yellow.
Great. You can go ahead and lower your eye now. I'm going to go ahead and be conducting some sensory examinations on the face. So you can go ahead and close your eyes and relax. I'm going to be trailing 2 different materials over your face. One is going to be sharp and the other is dull. This is what sharp is going to feel like. Or I'm sorry, this is what dull is going to feel like. This is what sharp is going to feel like. Do you notice a difference between those 2 sensations?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Go ahead and let me know which one it is that you feel.
Dull. Sharp. Dull. Sharp. Sharp. Dull. Sharp. Sharp. Dull. 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 Sharp. Dull. Sharp. Sharp. Dull. 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 Sharp. Dull. Sharp. Dull. Sharp. Sharp. Dull. Sharp. Sharp. Dull.
Right. We're going to be doing another similar test. Instead of sharp or dull, though, it's going to be warm or cold. This is going to be an example of what cold feels like. This is going to be warm. Do you know the difference between those 2 sensations? Yes. Great.
Cold. Cold. Warm. 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 Cold. 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 Warm. 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 Cold. 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 Warm. Warm. Cold. Cold.
similar sensory test. I'm going to be touching you on either the right side of your face, the left side of your face, or the center of your face. Just let me know which side you feel this touch on. Right, left, middle, right, right, middle, left, left, middle, left, left, right, right, middle, left, right, 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 left, middle, left, right, left, right, middle, 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 left, right. Okay, hopefully. Now I'm going to go ahead and gently percuss with my hammer along the bones of the face, just to make sure structurally everything is responding as it should. It shouldn't be too uncomfortable. It should be fairly relaxing, but go ahead and just close your eyes and let me know if you have any discomfort. Everything is responding as it should. I'm going to check for some facial symmetry now. Go ahead and relax. I'm just going to be measuring different parts of the face. Hey Elizabeth, I have everything that we've recorded during our visit today. It doesn't seem like nothing was raising any red flags. There's nothing majorly concerning that I noticed. You basically passed all the tests with flying colors, which is a really good sign for any more serious complications. We do want to get to the bottom of your dizziness though, so I am going to go ahead and refer you some pills in the meantime, but I'm going to have you schedule another appointment to do some more thorough testing in around a week.
Okay, that sounds great. Thank you so much.
Of course, in the meantime, just make sure you're getting a lot of rest.
Okay, I will do that. Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming in today, and I will see you next week.
Okay, see you then.
Thank you. Hi, next person, please. Hi, and what is your name?
My name is Katie ASMR.
Okay, it's kind of a weird last name, but I guess
Please don't judge me.
do anything about that. Just mild judgment, just a hint of judgment. Go ahead and just chill there for a second while I put on these gloves. I'm gonna ask to see a form of ID. Here. Okay. I guess ASMR is your legitimate last name.
Yeah.
Okay. Making sure that this is not forged in lies.
Do I seem suspicious if I would lie?
You seem like a woman who specializes in half-truths. So it's really quite hard to say.
Okay, well, I don't. I'm a pretty truthful person.
Okay, this does seem to be in working order. Let me just do a light test. Make sure if you can see through it like a ghost, it means it was forged. Okay, and was looking pretty legit. Get this back to you. Do you have another form of ID?
I have my health insurance card.
Oh, okay. You know,
Why would you need more than one form of ID?
ma'am, I'm just doing my diddly darn job is what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm gonna see this is smelling just a bit suspicious, so I'm gonna have to run this through our system, and I'm just gonna have you wait right here. Yeah. Where are you flying to today, ma'am?
Cincinnati.
Okay. And where are you flying from today?
I'm flying from St. Louis.
And are you in a hurry?
Yes, the finger painting conference starts this evening.
Oh, wow, that's...
My flight leaves in 10 minutes.
Can't miss that. Well, let's just see how this goes. I'll be right back.
Okay.
You hang tight. You hang real tight right there.
Okay.
I have some bad news, unfortunately. There was a flag that came up that said anyone who really wants to go to finger painting is kind of suspicious, so I'm just gonna have to do a full pat down on you today.
Why? Is it because I'm an artist? And you're
Yes.
threatened by me because you represent the system?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yep. I'm gonna hand this back to you.
This is so unfair and unfree.
Yeah, well, it is the way it is at the airport. I'm
Okay.
going to go ahead and take this from you.
Okay.
Set that aside to run through our scanners. I'm going to take your backpack here. I'm going to lift it to the side. Okay, and how many layers of clothing do you have on today?
I have on a shirt under this, but that's it.
Okay, well, I guess I'm just going to have to take a look through your hair first. So just go ahead. I'm going to have you step forward just a little bit. Yeah, perfect. I'm just going to use my little light. Take a look at your scalp. Okay, skin's looking very healthy. Scalp looks looking pretty healthy too.
Good.
For a finger painter, you would think that if you like itch your scalp with your finger painting hands, you're gonna get paint all in here, but
Yeah, I'm very careful about that.
there's really no paint in here, which is surprising.
Yeah, I shower. So surprising.
I'm shocked. Really. I smell like eucalyptus. Do you use a eucalyptus shampoo or conditioner?
No. I use Oribe.
Oh, well, that's good because eucalyptus is not allowed on this flight.
Okay.
Like your earrings.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna have you step aside a little bit and flop your whole head forward. Yeah. Don't see any bugs. No parasites. Okay, you can go ahead and flip your head back up. I am going to get my little wooden stick though, just to make sure. There we go. Well, there we go. What is your favorite thing to face paint, miss?
My favorite what?
Thing to face paint. I assume you are a face painter.
Yes, I paint people's faces, but mostly I use canvas. I do like to paint orange triangles on people and clouds and abstract impressionist art.
Well, that's unique, that's for sure.
I'm really unique.
I can see that. You do also have an eyelash.
That's supposed to be there, but thanks for ruining my look.
You're gonna have to make a wish. I hope it comes true. Okay, the hair is looking pretty good, all things considered. I'm gonna have to ask you to remove this sweater so I can make sure that it doesn't have a bomb inside of it.
Okay.
Okay, this here. Okay, now I'm gonna have to ask you to give me some space here for this man. Perfect. Okay. Gonna have to ask you to hold my tools for me.
I'm not being employed here.
You could be though.
No, thank you.
No hidden bombs so far.
Yeah.
Wooden stick.
You're welcome.
I'll get the wooden stick though. Yeah. Let me take a better look in the light here. Sometimes there can be illegal substances hidden inside the tags.
Oh, great.
Not this time though.
Okay.
Okay. pretty thorough. I'm just going to gently fold this for you.
Is this really worth me missing the conference?
Yes. Yes. I'm going to set this aside. And now we're going to begin our pat down. I'm going to have you stand over here. Yeah, perfect. Okay. I'm just going to put my little stick into your little pocket. This is going to be more entertaining than the face painting.
Well, it's called finger painting, so it's a lot of different
Is it finger painting on the face?
Sometimes not. Actually, what you're doing right now resembles what I do, only with paint.
So if I were to dip my hands in paint and just go boop, 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 this is basically what it is?
Yeah, but I would not want you to do that because that's unprofessional.
Yeah, maybe just a bit.
Yeah.
And you don't think that finger painting is like a kindergartner activity?
In what way?
Just the fact that I always see kindergartners do the finger painting.
Oh, I've never seen that before.
Oh.
I've only seen adults do finger painting.
Wow.
I've never heard of kids painting.
It's a thing. It's like the scene in the Hunger Games. Did you read the Hunger Games?
I've never heard of the Hunger Games.
Wow.
Never seen such a thing. Is that a
When
show?
PETA like makes himself into a cake using materials found in the woods.
Okay. We don't make
Like a
cakes.
woodland cake.
We don't make cakes, we just do finger painting. So please don't mistake my profession and my activity
Would never mock
for
your
cake
craft.
making.
Wow, these are amazing spooky nails.
I did it myself.
Look at that.
I did it myself.
Well, you are very talented.
I know I am.
You are very.
I did it with my fingers.
Did you?
Yes.
How? Just use that
I'm
hand.
very
to do this
talented. I
one.
use the tip of my nails to. Yeah. I don't paint with anything but my
How
fingers.
did you do the details? Did you just have one really long?
Yeah. Some of my fingers are pretty small.
Wow. Just let me make sure that you don't have any hidden paints. I don't know what she could be smuggling under the skin. Okay, I'm gonna have you turn around.
Okay.
Yep. Toss this hair over this side. Very healthy skin.
Thank you.
It's probably from all the finger painting. It just really soaks into your fingers and then nourishes the body, I would imagine.
A lot of paint in my blood.
Okay, I'm gonna have you face the front again. Here. I'm just gonna move to your opposite side. I'm gonna gently scoot you to the left.
What does that do?
I really don't know.
Do I have to keep holding your flashlight?
Yeah. Of course you do.
Coochie-coo. That's not appropriate. I could report you. I'm already going to report you because I don't think any of this is normal.
Just a weird little guy, what can I say? A totally normal TSA agent.
No.
This is very normal.
I've been to airports before and this has never happened.
Well, then you haven't been to the right ones.
Okay, I'm sure. What does this do?
I'm practicing my finger painting techniques so that I can fly with you and go to the show.
I'm starting to get creeped out. Okay. This
This is totally normal. I don't know what you're talking about. This happens to me every time I fly.
Do you usually go to places with people that you pat down?
Yes. Last week I went polar bear hunting in the Antarctic.
Okay, but what if you're not invited?
But I was.
Okay.
It was a subtle invitation. They said, please don't come. And I said, thanks for inviting me. I would love to attend.
It's a very delicate, nuanced way to invite yourself.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and move on to the lower body. See, this is very dangerous for the aircraft.
A string?
Yeah.
Why?
It's like Edna said in The Incredibles, you could get sucked into the propeller.
With a string?
Yep.
But I'm not going anywhere near the propeller.
That's what everyone thinks who gets sucked into the engine.
What kind of flight is this? Oh my gosh.
A very normal one.
Nothing about today has been normal.
It's very, very normal.
You're welcome for holding it.
Put it right back.
I'm pretty sure I don't have any weapons underneath my skin.
You never know. That's what everyone thinks who has hidden weapons under their skin. Okay, and you can go ahead and turn around. As I do this, do you feel any
Palms? No.
like shifting underneath?
No, well, my body's shifting because I'm mad that I'm here.
The
Yes.
blood pressure is rising.
Yes.
Aside from that, do you feel any guns?
I don't know, do you? Isn't that your job to feel for guns?
Yeah, no.
Are you asking me this?
Yes. I'm very good at my job.
Okay.
Don't cross me or I'll just karate chop you right here and underneath.
Oh,
and I'll send you, I'll take you down.
Yeah. Now I'm scared. Scared just like my ghosts on my fingers.
This is all very normal.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm gonna have you take off your socks and your shoes.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Okay.
You got some for reals boots. These are hardcore. Getting a little bit crazy because I don't know. There could be hidden weapons inside these giant shoes. Okay, I think those shoes should be fairly in order. Time to take a look at your feet.
Great.
Okay, I'm gonna have you, yep, you can just go ahead and put your foot right on me here. Be very thorough here. Light, please.
I don't have it.
Oh, do I have it?
Down here. Sorry, I got tired of doing your job.
I am so shocked that you didn't just do my job for me. Okay, you can go ahead and swap out your feet. Okay, then you can go ahead and turn around and show me the underside of your foot.
Why is that necessary?
I really don't know. I'm just following procedure, ma'am.
I've been told that my toes aren't good candidates for toe painting, but I've always wanted to try it.
I've never heard of toe painting. I imagine it is finger painting except with the toe.
It's more advanced.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. You know, since you finger painted your nails, you could toe paint your toes. Just on that level of mad skill that would take.
Maybe that'll be my big life goal that I'll have to
Aspire
do
to.
before I leave the earth.
Good thing there's no bombs hidden in your toes. You can go ahead and swap out your feet. Perfect. Sorry, this floor is pretty dusty because it is the airport, so that is to be expected. Your feet are kind of cold. Are you nervous?
No, I'm just angry that I'm here.
It's like a cold, burning rage.
Yes, my whole body's cold.
Okay. You can go ahead and stand. You can put on your socks and your shoes.
Okay.
We are going to go ahead and take a look at your bag.
Okay.
Alright, let me just clear off this little table here. Bag on the table, lady. Okay, let's see what we have in here. Okay, we have lip balm.
It's my favorite lip balm. Please don't mess it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna mess it up so bad.
Okay, well, I'm gonna make your life a living hell.
I'm already there, baby. I'll go ahead and let you keep that since you're limited possessions.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you letting me keep my possessions. That's so nice of you.
We have toothpaste. You're really gonna need another one of these pretty soon because you're running out here.
Thank you.
These are oil tissues.
Yeah.
I do happen to get oily sometimes, so I'm just gonna...
You know that's theft. You stole a possession.
Technically, it's borrowing if I give it back.
I don't want that anymore. It's disgusting. Yeah, it's really gross and disgusting.
Now, if you origami this
Please don't.
into a paper plane,
You can origami that into the trash.
but it might be able to fly into the trash.
I feel like we're getting off track here.
You know, it might be, but look how good it looks.
My plane's leaving in 1 minute.
Oh man,
I hope that was worth
it really was worth the time.
So you have no time. So you have no compassion when you associate that? That's good to know.
A little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
That's theft as well.
Technically, it's borrowing if I give it back.
It does.
I do like these shades. Oh, nice little makeup brush here. Nothing too suspicious. It's hard to see with these on though. Okay, what do we have here? It is an earring, but it's also swords. Man, this is a weapon.
I don't see it as a weapon.
It's a weapon,
decorative
ma'am.
piece. Oh my gosh, I think you're being really dramatic.
There are 2 tiny swords in this bag. I can't believe you tried to pull one over on me.
Well, I was really complimenting myself in my head for not taking it out and stabbing you with it.
Wow.
Because you held up my fight.
You know, this is all a part of the TSA process. This happens every time.
This conference is once every 5 years.
Oh.
And I think it's disgusting that you're preventing me from going to it. I think it's abhorrent behavior, it's repulsive, it's egregious.
Well, you're at my mercy until this is over. Let's see. Oh, okay. Face and body paint.
Yeah, it's my painting kit. It's very professional. Please don't contaminate the paint. Thank you.
No, I'm gonna try my best, but no promises. Just wanna see what options we have here. Okay, it's pretty extensive face kit.
Yeah.
Nice glitter. Okay.
Thank you for not taking it out and stealing it like you stole my oil absorbing pad.
I know I'm tempted to just paint my whole face right now, but
Please don't.
that would take too long, and we wouldn't want anything to take too long, now would we? This is a fantastic book. Yeah. There, I just skimmed it, the whole thing. My brain is just a powerhouse like that.
Well, you read the entire book? Okay, I don't believe that.
My speed vision. Can only imagine how this is used in the finger paint.
Yeah,
You
it's like if you want to put little snowflakes, but technically it's cheating.
Or
And you
freckles.
should use your fingernails instead
Oh,
if you're a purist.
oh. There's different rankings, I see. And this is a lot of water for the plain limit of 4 ounces.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that was in there.
You're just gonna decide.
It's ridiculous.
Somehow you're getting more suspicious by the second.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna take your 2 tiny swords and your water bottle and your backpack. And I'm gonna run this through. Don't run out on me. When I turn my back, you better not sprint. I have your things. Go. I have your things. I'm watching you. I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Hey, man, come back.
I'm sorry.
You know, you actually are good to go, though. I went ahead and scanned that at light speed, just like I read that book at light speed.
Oh, that's amazing. And everything else you took a painstaking amount of time on. That's normal.
These 2 tiny swords were proven to be not weapons.
Oh,
So-
really? You didn't have to tell me that.
I had to tell myself that, though.
Thank you for my non-swords. My
And
earrings.
even though this isn't allowed, I really liked you, and I'm gonna let you drink this on the plane.
You are unprofessional. Like,
I'm a very good
on
agent.
every level. But thank you. Thank you.
We really bonded there.
Nothing that you did makes sense. You checked under my skin for hidden bombs, and then you gave me a full bottle of water.
I'm very good at my job, what can I say?
None of like this is all shady, like in different ways.
I will see you at the finger paint contest.
You're not
See you
invited.
there?
You're not invited.
I am gonna
I
show
hope
up.
to see you never again.
I am
It's
gonna
at
be
an
there.
undisclosed address. Good luck finding it.
will
There's no
wave to you.
social media. Okay, so I'm gonna
I'm
go.
also a detective.
Okay, well that's scary as hell. I'm gonna go, and I hope to not see you at the finger painting. Okay.
See you there, bestie.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.